Thank you for joining me here this afternoon. The time is currently 4:36 p.m. Central, and you have a live look at a severe thunderstorm very close to being a tornado warning storm, most likely, near Giddings, Texas. Alright, this is definitely a storm that is capable of producing damaging winds and large hail, and once again, it does have the tornado possible tag on it, alright, where those reds and those greens get really close together and even touch a little bit. That's where our area of rotation is, okay? So if you're included in this severe thunderstorm warning, make sure that you are moving indoors immediately because, again, this is a pretty dangerous storm that is not actively producing a tornado, but it could within the next few minutes here if it really starts to get its act together, okay? So we'll wait to see that. Right now, there's no immediate tornado threat, once again, for the Giddings area, but, sorry, I have to keep coughing here and clearing my throat. I will say it's becoming more and more concerning every scan here, alright? And even if there's not a tornado on the ground, we are still talking about wind gusts up to almost 100 miles per hour, half a degree into the atmosphere. So the surface winds could still be very intense with this storm here, and as that continues to get even more tight there near Northup, again, Northrup rather, we need to really watch that cell. We also have another severe thunderstorm warning with the tornado possible tag on it. This is for the Huntsville area. We do have a storm in here that is rotating a little bit, and it could be capable of producing a tornado if it continues to rotate stronger and stronger. But again, at the moment, there's no immediate tornado threat with that, so the best thing to do is just make sure you're getting indoors in that area, and you will be good to go. And we do now have a tornado warning for the storm back towards Giddings. Okay, this is an emergency alert. We have a tornado warning now for Giddings, Texas. This is the first tornado warning of the day. If you're in Giddings, Northrup, or Surbin, you need to run to your tornado safe place. Alright, this is a very intense storm. Yes?
Mom's phone had a call earlier.
Okay. Alright, sorry about that. But we do actively have a tornado on the, not a tornado on the ground, but we do have a tornado warning now for an area of rotation dangerously close to Northrup. Okay, again, this could produce a tornado at any second, so you really need to be in your tornado safe spot here if you are included in this warning. Again, this is a very dangerous storm. I'm going to update the title really quickly. Again, this is a tornado warning for the city of Giddings, Texas, or Giddings, Texas, however you pronounce that. New severe thunderstorm warning, that's going to be for Winkler, Andrews, and Ector counties, Texas, Lee County, New Mexico. Ping pong bowl-sized hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds. Move indoors and away from windows immediately. But again, the main area of concern right now is this storm that, again, even if it's not actively producing a tornado, we have wind gusts over 100 miles per hour, half a degree into the atmosphere, so the surface winds are going to be incredibly intense with this storm. Again, this has kind of popped up out of nowhere, all right? We went live a couple minutes before it got tornado warned just because I knew, all right? I called it. I'm not trying to, brag about something like that, but I did say, this would probably go tornado warned, and that it did. Once again, we now have a tornado warned storm right on top of Northrup, Texas is the area of concern at the minute. If we take a look at the correlation coefficient, I'm not seeing any kind of debris signature yet, so this is not an active tornado on the ground, but it could be at any second. Actually, it could be. It just may not be doing damage yet that's noticeable on the correlation coefficient. Again, this is a very dangerous situation. If you're in this warning, you need to get to your safe spot. Round Top, Shelby, Shelby's not included in that warning. But Haw Creek, Willow Springs, Western Krebsville, Round Top, and again, Giddings, you need to get to your safe spot. You gotta go. Again, this is the first tornado warning of the day, and it's a very concerning one. Man, guys. Again, even without the active tornado on the ground, even if there isn't one, we've got some very intense winds. New severe thunderstorm warning has now been issued. That's for Reagan and Upton counties in Texas. That's for half-dollar sized hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds. Move indoors and away from windows immediately. Again, guys, this is a very concerning storm. Again, you got to get to your safe place right now if you're in this warning. This is very close to producing a tornado. Again, Carmine, Round Top, Giddings, you got to go. Again, very dangerous area of rotation here. Again, first tornado warning of the day. It's out here in central Texas. Man, And unfortunately, this is a very favorable environment for tornado production. We have a new special weather statement, 40-mile-per-hour winds and nickel-sized hail. It's in southwest Texas near Uvalde. Uvalde. Hello, Brian. Alright. So let's continue to watch this here. New severe thunderstorm warning has now been issued. That is for that's for Yoakum, Cochran, Terry, and Hockley counties, Texas. This is a serious one, guys. That's not even it is the new one. This is for 70-mile-per-hour damaging winds and penny-sized hail, sundown, level land, alright, Whiteface, Plains. You guys need to get to your tornado safe spot because while there's not actively a tornado with this storm, it is producing tornado force winds, and if you look, this is actually West Texas Mesonet confirmed. This is not good. Not confirmed, but West Texas Mesonet indicated. We do have a very strong area of inflow now on our storm that is tornado warned. Again, this is out in central Texas. Oh my gosh, I do not like the look of that, guys. Got very dangerous rotation on this storm. Very dangerous. Again, this is by far the closest we've gotten to a tornado-producing storm all day. Again, you guys need to get your tornado safe spot right now in that area. I said tornado so fast there. I said tornado. Again, that is dangerously close to producing a tornado if it's not already. So again, you need to run to your safe place here, guys. This is a nasty one. This is an HP supercell, which could lead to a rain wrap tornado, which could make this even more dangerous. And, I mean, man, guys. Again, very strong winds with this. Even at the surface, they're going to be relatively strong. Actually, very strong, I would say. Again, you need to run to your safe place if you're on this tornado warning. This is a very dangerous storm, guys. Again, this could actively be producing a tornado as well. It's quite possible. Again, if there's a tornado that does touch down at the moment, or it'll be somewhere in this area. It's going to cross over Highway 77 if it is on the ground. New severe thunderstorm warning has now been issued. That's for Uvalde and Kenny counties, Texas. That's for a storm that originally just got special weather statement warned, but now $half-sized hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds are threats associated with this storm. So if you're in that warning, make sure that you are moving indoors and away from windows immediately. Okay, let's go back to our tornado warned storm here, rotating very impressively. And now it looks even more impressive. It looks even worse now, guys. The wind's going towards the radar, strengthening. Holy cow, guys. I mean, this is intense. This really is. Again, even if this does not if it doesn't produce a tornado at all even, I mean, this is still going to cause quite a bit of wind damage out here, most likely. In fact, not even most likely, almost certainly. Again, we're talking about very strong winds, even at the surface here, guys. So again, there's your area of rotation. It's trying to tighten up. It is near Warda along Highway 77 at the minute. Just crossed over it. Now its next move is going to be towards Nechanitz, Waldeck, Ledbetter, Round Top, Walhalla, Warrenton, and Wyandotte. So again, if you're in any of the towns that I just mentioned, you need to get to your tornado safe spot. Again, this is an actively tornado warned storm that could be producing a tornado. It very possibly could here. If it is, it would be near Warda at the minute. Alright, we'll get a new velocity scan here soon. Oh, wait, no, we already have it. I'm dumb. Again, guys, this is a very dangerous storm. Again, if you're in this warning, you need to be in your tornado safe spot right now. I do not like the look of this at all. Again, this is an HP supercell. Actually, no, it's not a supercell. I've been saying that, but no, it's actually not. It is a line of storms. And where that kink in the line is there, that's where your area of rotation is. Normally in situations like this, we don't get a strong tornado out of a line of storms. But any tornado is a dangerous tornado, alright, you guys. So again, please be taking this very seriously here. And do be getting to your tornado safe spot. And Carmine, Round Top, and Shelby. In Giddings, even though, again, the tornado threat is over for you, the town of Giddings is still getting impacted by wind gusts up to 70 miles per hour, half a degree into the atmosphere. So, again, please do remain in your tornado safe spot there in Giddings for a little bit, just because of the tornado force winds, low-end tornado force winds anyway. Very low-end, however. Man, it's trying to tighten up, guys. It is. It really is. And again, even if this is not actively producing a tornado, these winds are just ripping here. I mean, these are just ridiculously strong across a good chunk of central Texas. All those yellow shaded colors, those are your severe gusts for the most part. Your severe limit gusts. Likely 60 miles per hour or higher for the most part. Okay. Let's continue to cover this here. Again, if you're in Waldeck, Nechenitz, Ledbetter, Carmine, Winedale, Round Top, Walhalla, Haw Creek, you need to get to your tornado safe spots. Interior room, away from windows, and on the lowest floor possible of a building. If you're in a mobile home, evacuate. You gotta find a more substantial structure. Mobile homes are not built to withstand tornadoes or even just winds that are this high in general, really. And unfortunately, I mean, it looks like we got like a campsite or something out here. This is definitely like some sort of... I don't know. It's just a very populated area. So again, if you are west of this line, you're good. Giddings, you're good. The most dangerous part of the storm has passed you. But now we're concerned about areas east of the blue line. Nechenitz, I'm having a really hard time pronouncing that. Waldeck, Round Top, Winedale, Carmine, Walhalla, Rosnov, Haw Creek, Shelby, Willow Springs. Or sorry, Shelby is not included in that, but far western Shelby is. And again, we're talking about very dangerous winds here, even without an active tornado on the ground, or at least not a confirmed one. This is still a very dangerous storm you don't want to play around with. This entire line here is going to be capable of producing heavy rain and damaging winds. This tornado warning has now been condensed. A tornado warning remains in effect until 5:15 p.m. Central Daylight Time for northeastern Fayette County, Texas. At 4:50 p.m. Central Daylight Time, a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado is located 8 miles southeast of Giddings, moving southeast at 60 miles per hour. Impacts, flying debris will be dangerous to those caught without shelter. Mobile homes will be damaged or destroyed. Damage to roofs, windows, and vehicles will occur. Tree damage is likely. Locations impacted include Round Top, Carmine, Warda, Walhalla, Willow Springs, Warrenton, Winedale, Ledbetter, Nechenitz, and Waldeck. Look at this. This cluster of thunderstorms is capable of producing tornadoes and widespread significant wind damage. Do not wait to hear or see the tornado. Just go now. Because, again, this could be rain-wrapped. I mean, again, guys, we are talking about some very heavy rain falling with most of this line as well. That'll probably be the most shocking thing to a lot of people that don't understand that this storm is rotating pretty well. Because the rain, I mean, it is coming down out there right now. There's also tons of lightning associated with these storms. And really this one in particular, off to the north of our tornadic circulation. This region is very electrified at the moment. All those little bolts of lightning that you see, the lightning strikes, those are all within the past half hour. So, very electrified storm here. Holy cow. I mean, these storms are just chucking out lightning by the second, you guys. Right, a little bit less intense now in the rotation here with this storm, but again, it's still going to pack a punch with destructive winds, and it could still recycle and produce a tornado. At the moment, oh wow, we have a storm producing lime-sized hail near Stiles. Or Stills. It's a very dangerous storm for the hail threat. When we take a look at the vertically integrated liquid, we can see a huge signature there, again, maxed out on the scale. The hail is so large, the scale isn't even designed to handle hail this big. All that gray in there, that's what that is. But I was actually going to go back to our storm that's producing 70 mile per hour winds. Up here near Level Land. So currently, that is moving towards sundown. Again, sundown and Level Land, we do recommend that you're on your tornado safe spot right now. Treat this like it's a tornado warning. Because 70 mile per hour damaging winds are low-end tornado force winds. So again, treat it like a tornado and just get to your shelter now. Don't wait. Still got some decent inflow on our storm here that is currently tornado warned as it approaches Round Top and areas near there. Again, Giddings is no longer included in this, but Round Top is, so Round Top's going to be the main area that we're talking about now. Relative to where our storm is. I'll probably say the storm near Round Top rather than anything else. Some of our storms up here in the Midwest are kind of popping off at the moment, producing some small hail and gusty winds for sure. This one specifically in northwestern Illinois looks pretty concerning along Interstate 80. 40 mile per hour winds and half-inch hail. That's to the east of Davenport there. We've also got quite a few storms in southeast Missouri that are on the stronger side of things. Pretty bad radar hole out here, though, but we could actually bring up a cyclone port. So, live look at White Oak, Missouri. Here in the bottom left-hand corner of your screen. Right there. Colleen, I think, for the most part, is going to be done at this point, other than just some, rain showers. I think the severe threat's over, unless this cluster of storms manages to travel all the way down there, which is possible. But you're going to be done for a few hours, at least, for the severe threat, Colleen. Let's go and take a look at the outages, because this event has been going on all day, so we probably have some pretty significant outages out there, outage numbers, I should say. Currently, we've got about 50,000 customers in Texas sitting without power, Louisiana sitting at about 2,000 customers without power, Arkansas sitting at about 200 customers without power, Nebraska sitting at about 6,000 customers without power, Florida sitting at about 7,000 customers without power, and Louisiana, or we already went over Louisiana. Missouri is sitting at about 250 customers without power. But yeah, almost 50,000 customers without power right now in Texas, across the state. Mainly because of these destructive winds out here, man. If we take a look at the specific counties, we can see it's some of the areas that have recently gotten hit by damaging winds. So yeah. That county there in New Mexico that I believe did today as well. Or was that the other day? I don't even remember at this point. Alright, so again, this storm continues to rotate near Walhalla. Our storm here near Round Top in central Texas / southeastern Texas, really. Let's see, what's the official region? Oh, we can't see it. What about through this? Nope. We're not going to be able to see it. Okay, then. That's alright. I'll just refer to it as central / southeastern Texas. Alrighty, Roo. By the way, this is confirmed 68 mile per hour gust there from the West Texas Mesonet. That's why this warning got issued, but we can see that now in the Radar Omega app as of 23 minutes ago. Again, the storm was producing a 68 mile per hour gust and also a 59 mile per hour gust a few minutes after that, or a couple minutes after that. So, again, damaging to even potentially destructive winds out here approaching level land Texas. So please do be taking shelter, as well as in Sundown, Texas, Clawin, Texas, Clawin, Texas, however you pronounce that. Texas has some weird town names, man. All right. Sometimes I just like to draw on radar while I'm waiting for the next scan. It's just kind of fun. Is that weird? Probably. Alright, I'll make it so you guys can actually see the screen. That'd probably be nice. Alright, so this storm continues to rotate here near Round Top. Again, if this does produce a tornado, it could be rain wrap, so don't try to look for or hear the tornado. Just take shelter now if you are in this warning. Again, even without the tornado, we're talking about wind gusts associated with this storm, 0.5 degree into the atmosphere, close to 90 miles per hour. So the surface winds could easily be 70 miles per hour or greater with this. So again, please continue to be in your tornado safe spot. It's only warned for 60 mile per hour winds, but that's mainly because they're just focusing on the tornado warning. They're not really focusing on the severe thunderstorm warning, I don't think, at the minute. Because obviously the tornado warning is the more important thing. Let's see here. Wow. Again, guys, this is some massive hail here falling in West Texas. We're talking about DBZ values up to 75. That's some pretty rare, it's a rare instance right there of large hail. Like, very, very large hail. This is destructive hail at this point, you guys. If we look at on the correlation coefficient, there's really not even a crazy signature, but there is on the vertically integrated liquid, as I showed earlier. We turn off the smoothing here for a second. You'll be able to see it better, probably. Look at that. Again, I mean, with that storm, guys, we're legitimately talking lime, tennis ball, maybe even baseball-sized hail. So again, do yourself a favor and get indoors and away from windows there in Stiles or Stills, however you pronounce that. If you're from this area, you'll know. Again, that hail core is continuing to grow every scan, guys. This is a massive hailstorm. It's about to cross over Highway 137 near Stiles or Stills. I think it's Stills, but then there's an E. I don't know. Alright. Again, this is looking like a pretty nasty hailstorm here, you guys. Again, it's only warm for lime-size hail at the minute, but it would not surprise me if that does get upgraded or if there's just bigger hail falling with this in general. You can even see like a hail spike with this storm. All this out here looks like rain. It's actually, what's happening is the radar is trying to get its signal out here, but the hail is so dense that it can't penetrate through it. And what happens is we get this glitchy mess on the back end of our storm. And I mean, that is just a huge hail spike, guys. This is absolutely massive.
Away from my car and I'm down in no day.
Whoa, that was a crazy view there from Storm Chaser Corey Gherkin. We do have Storm Chasers Vince Welty and Corey Gherkin out there today in western Texas. I feel like if I was in their shoes, I would have positioned myself in more of like southeastern Texas, but their move, they're smart. They'll do the right thing. So, I mean, they are going to get one heck of a hailstorm, I'll say that much, if they did head north of this thing, but it looks like they're kind of just sitting still. Gonna let something hit them, I guess. Oh, Vince Welty's diving south. Okay, so there's, you see a much more, defined hail spike. Whenever it's a little skinny guy right there, very sharp and pointy, that's whenever you got some big-time hail. So again, we're talking, massive hail falling with this thing, guys. Again, if you're in this, I mean, this could be one of the bigger hailstorms you ever see in your entire life, so. Again, a lot of people are familiar with radar, just the basic reflectivity. Alright, you see this? The greens, the yellows, the oranges, that's your rain. The red is heavy rain. The pink, which is very rare to see, in your area at least, most likely, is big-time hail. But the blue, we're talking blues, guys. We're past pink. We're getting into blue colors. That is very, very large, massive hail. I also noticed this storm out here has a hail spike near Monahans, so keep that in mind as well. This is also a big-time hail producer. It's only warned for $half-sized hail, but it would not surprise me if that were to get upgraded to ping pong ball, golf ball size, or even lime-sized hail potentially. So look out for that, obviously. Again, we're talking about big-time hailstorms in West Texas right now, and then a tornado-warned storm in East Texas right now. The whole state of Texas is taking a direct impact from this big-time severe weather outbreak here. Again, big bow echo here for sure. I mean, this is going to be a big-time damaging wind event for a lot of people ahead of this. I mean, Houston even, I'd watch out for this thing. It's continuing to intensify. It may honestly make a beeline for your area if it does dive far south enough. So you got to look out for that. Back up to our storm here near Levelland. It is now only producing 60-mile-per-hour winds. You're free to leave your safe place, but definitely don't go outside. Again, we are still talking very strong winds. Got a 63 there, estimated by radar, 58. So, again, potentially up to 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts are associated with this storm still near Levelland, and right now going through sundown. So, continue to stay indoors, but you can leave your tornado safe spot if you would like. Safely. It's safe to do so, I should say. Alrighty. We're gonna double box here. I mean, this is just ridiculous, you guys. And this is one of the bigger hailstorms I've seen in West Texas in a long time. Alright, let's continue to cover this here. Our tornado warning storm, again, it's much less intense, but continue to stay in your safe place there in northeastern Fayette County, Texas. It has, once again, it has not been condensed again. It's been like that for a while now. It's whenever I pointed it out earlier. I mean, again, you guys, our vertically integrated liquid values are literally maxed out. This hail is so big, the thing that was designed to measure hail size is struggling to measure this. I mean, it wasn't designed to measure hail size, but it's measured to detect if hail is there. And it's maxed out right now, so that's not a good sign. Holy cow. Oh my gosh, guys. You can kind of see on both reflectivity and the vertically integrated liquid, there's kind of two separate areas of, like, big-time, major hail. One of them is closer to the Stiles area, or the Stills area, and then the other's just the north of Four Corner Windmill. Alright. Much less intense on the most recent reflectivity scan, but still, I mean, that is big-time hail. Look at this other hail spike. I mean, we've got two very impressive hail spikes here, guys. Again, we're still talking potentially up to lime-sized hail associated with these storms. The emergency alert system will have went off for this already. Actually, maybe not, because I think it only does that if it's a new warning, and it got upgraded to lime-sized hail. It wasn't a new warning, so the emergency alert system may have not went off. I mean, if you have a NOAA weather radio or something, obviously it went off, but yeah. Alrighty, Roo. Let's go back over to our tornado warned storm near Round Top. And continues here. Much, it's not really intense anymore, though. That warning expires in 6 minutes. I don't think they're going to reissue it. I really don't, guys. I will say, though, earlier, I mean, it was looking scary. I mean, I pointed it out. It was just pretty intense there. Now it's heading for the Fayetteville area, Round Top, Shelby. It's going through all you guys right now. Let's look out for that. Just in there. Back over to our big ol' hailstorm here. I'm gonna kind of switch back and forth between these two, obviously, because they're both big-time concerns here. Lot of contamination down here. It looks like a super intense velocity couplet, but it's just a ton of contamination, really. Part of which may be stemming from the fact that we have big-time hail spikes with this. And wow, we have now this is a destructive severe thunderstorm warning. That was not expected, but there we go. This is a destructive storm. This is now warned for 3-inch in diameter hail. That is large apple-sized hail. If you're in this warning, you need to get your safe spot. You need to get indoors, away from windows, and on the lowest floor possible. Again, this is a destructive storm. This is a PDS severe thunderstorm warning. This is a particularly dangerous situation. Take cover now. This is a absolutely gigantic hailstorm, as we've been saying for a little bit. I mean, considering we're in West Texas, this is one of the bigger hailstorms I've ever seen out here, guys. You see this kind of stuff, pretty rarely already in, like, Oklahoma or Kansas, but you get into West Texas, and it's pretty close to never that you see something like this. But, man... Again, this is a PDS severe thunderstorm warning now. I updated the stream title because I think that's more important than a tornado warning even right now. Guys, this is huge. Again, this is a very dangerous storm. Wow. Apparently this was a couple minutes ago that it already got updated, but there you go. This is a life... I always forget to turn my own volume off. This is a life-threatening situation. Seek shelter now. Styles, Big Lake, Whitco, you gotta go. This is a particularly dangerous situation. We got over 3,000 people right now under a PDS severe thunderstorm warning. 3 schools, 1 hospital. Again, this is a massive, destructive storm right now. You gotta go. Again, this is probably the most concerning one we've seen all day. Again, this is going to shatter windows. People and animals outdoors will be severely injured. Expect shattered windows, extensive damage to siding and vehicles. Apparently this is confirmed as well. This is trained weather spotters reported, so it could be even bigger. In a spot or 2. But, I mean, if a weather spotter reported, it's probably as big as it gets. And that report was sent in, we don't actually know. It'll pop up on Radar Omega here soon. Wow. Again, just look at those chunky hail spikes, guys. Again, this is a huge hailstorm out here in western Texas right now. Again, this is a destructive storm. That is not a tag that they put on these warnings commonly, but they did for this one because they are incredibly concerned, increasingly concerned about this life-threatening storm now as it goes through parts of Reagan and Upton counties. Luckily, it's in a pretty rural area now that it's past Stiles, but Stiles, or Stills, however you pronounce that, just got battered by large apple-sized hail. It's a very small town out here in western Texas. Very tiny. I mean, there's literally like 3 homes out here, guys. Or 4 homes. But yeah. So if you know anybody in this area, please do give them a call or text. Let them know that this is coming. If they already know, just, make sure they're okay. This is a huge hailstorm. Again, one of the bigger ones you'll ever be in your entire life. If not the biggest you'll ever be in your entire life. Especially if you're living out here in western Texas. I mean, just wow, guys. Just wow. There's that report. So, again, as of 19 minutes ago, this storm was producing large apple-sized hail near Texan. And this is, once again, a destructive PDS severe thunderstorm warning. This is a life-threatening situation. Seek shelter now. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. Locations impacted include Big Lake, Reagan County Airport, and Stills. Alright, guys, I'm going to have to end off the live stream here, unfortunately. I will come back later.
We're ready, Pete.
Yes, I know. I'll come back later whenever I am able to. So, I do want to thank you all for tuning in. Again, we have an ongoing destructive severe thunderstorm warning, and apparently at some point a new tornado warning was issued. I didn't even realize that was a new one until I saw that it expired 15 minutes later. But welcome, Belieberville. The storm's continuing to rotate in this area, so seek shelter. But yeah, thank you all for tuning in. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.